The Florida condo market, it's in trouble. The sales year over year have been dropping. Prices have been going down. The cost of owning a condo is rising every single year. There's also been changes that happen in Florida legislation that's kicking in 2024 that if you are a condo owner, you definitely need to pay attention to. If you do own a condo, you should consider selling it before the condo market crashes. If this is your first time here, my name is Eric Larkin with Real Brokers here on the Space Coast. And when I'm not making videos like this one, I'm helping people buy and sell real estate. So if you have plans of an upcoming move, let me know how I can help. If you do own a condominium here in Florida, specifically Brevard County, or you know somebody that owns a condominium in Brevard County, this is some very important information I'm going over in this video. We do have condos throughout all of the county, but it seems a concentration number of the sales. There's more of them that are happening in the Cocoa Beach area, so that's my focus for a lot of the numbers and information that I'm providing, but it does translate to condos elsewhere in Brevard County or the state of Florida. Condo sales in our MLS for July of 2023 are some of the lowest sales numbers I've seen since I've been tracking this data. The average number of condo sales happening in a month peaked in 2021 where we averaged 64 condo sales per month. So far in 2023, we're only averaging 46 closings. One of the factors that I think is causing the dramatic slowdown in our condo sales is tied to the condo fees that are rising. Just a couple years ago, it wasn't uncommon to see association fees well under the $500 per month, some of them even under $300 per month. Fast forward to 2023 and we'll see most of the condominium fees in the Cocoa Beach area are over $500 per month. The reason for this increase is tied directly to the insurance premiums here in the state of Florida. Increases in condo dues are really nothing new. It wasn't uncommon to see $20 or $30 a month increase in association dues year over year, but the increase in 2023 that I'm seeing, $40 increase, is considerably low. Most of the increases in the association fees are $100 to $150 per month, and I've even seen several condos raise their fees over $300 per month. Until something happens with our insurance premiums here in the state of Florida, this is going to be an ongoing thing. Condo assessments seem to be happening more frequently in the associations here in Brevard County and up and down A1A. If a condominium has to do any type of concrete restoration, this is a big project that's very expensive to do, and planning for this kind of restoration is just something a lot of associations don't have in their reserves. I've seen assessments on the low end from $14,000 to over $50,000 per unit that need to be done. Most of the time, there's some type of payment involved. It's not just one lump sum. Either the contractor that's going to be doing the work will work on some type of payment plan, or the association will take out a loan with a local lender, and this will be an additional payment for each unit owner. We're all aware of the tragedy that happened in South Florida with the collapse of the Surfside condominium. This accident has triggered an update in the Florida statute 718 pertaining to condominium. If your condominium is 30 years or older, so built in 1993 or earlier than that, and it's at least 3 stories high, or if your condominium's within 3 miles of the coastline and it was 25 years or older, so built in 1998 or earlier, then this statute change is going to have an effect on you as an owner. To give you an idea of the number of condominiums that are going to be affected in just the Cocoa Beach area, there are 183 condominium complexes with over 6,500 individual units. 5,900 of these condominiums are 25 years or older, and they'll be affected by this new Florida statute that's going into effect. So the condos that were built in 1998 or earlier are all going to have a Phase 1 milestone inspection, which is a structural integrity inspection report. This needs to be done every 10 years, with the first inspection being completed before December 31st, 2024. The Phase 1 study is a visual inspection of the condominium looking for cracks or structural integrity issues. If the inspector identifies anything like this in the Phase 1 milestone inspection, then that condominium has to do the Phase 2 milestone inspection. The whole purpose of the Phase 2 is to do an in-depth evaluation of the building to make certain that it's structurally sound and safe to live in. The inspector is required to recommend a plan to fully assess and repair the distressed and damaged portions of the building. The phase 2 inspection might require a little bit of demolition just to see what kind of condition is underneath the cement. And this is needed so they can see the extent of the work that needs to be done and to make certain that it's a structurally sound building once the work is completed. Once they have this report, they're going to know the extent of the work that needs to be done, and then they can work on a plan of the cost and time frame it's going to take in order to finish all of these repairs. The other major change that's happening to the Florida Statute 718 involves the condominiums and the reserves that they have in place. They are now required to have a structural integrity reserve study done to make certain the association has the money on hand to do the work on the building and minimizes the amount of the special assessments. Some associations, they've decided not to have any type of reserves so they could work on keeping a nice low monthly association fee. Their plan was if there were any type of assessments for concrete roof work, a new roof, painting, parking lot, whatever, that they'll just do assessments for all the homeowners at the time of the work needing to be done. But with this new law, this is no longer going to be an option for any condominium in Cocoa Beach or the state of Florida. They're going to have a fully funded reserve by the end of 2025. And this structural integrity reserve study are going to help associations figure out what kind of budget they're going to need to do in order to meet this 2025 goal. To have this fully funded budget in place by 2025, associations are going to have to do one of two things. They're either going to have to raise their association fee, they're going to have to do some type of assessment to build this reserve fund up, or maybe do a combination of both. No matter what, the cost of owning a condominium in Cocoa Beach or anywhere in Florida are definitely going to be going up. We've seen an increase with our insurance costs over the last 2 years, which has had an impact on the condominium associate. By 2025, you're going to know as a condominium owner what kind of expenses you're going to have to be prepared for, whether it's for major work being done to the property and or increasing your reserves. Some homeowners that aren't in a position to pay for the increase in the association fee and or any large assessments that might be coming up, and they're going to be forced to sell, probably at a discounted rate. This is why I'm recommending if you do own a condominium, consider selling here in 2023 before we see a flood of condominiums coming on the market. The bigger the supply with a little bit of a demand is going to cause a drop in the prices, and it does make sense to try and get ahead of that. If you have any questions about the upcoming changes to Florida Statute 718 and the effects it could have on you, I am here to answer your questions. You can call me, you can text me, you can comment below. If you're on any of these social media platforms, you can find me there and send a direct message. However you like to communicate, I am great with. My name's Eric Larkin with Real Brokers. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you on the next show.